everybody. So a big lesson that's coming up right now is tolerance. Tolerance. So I had some experiences this weekend where I had to kind of reach a little deep for some tolerance. And so this morning the message was coming up again. So Spirit was saying, Sandra, you don't need compassion, empathy, sympathy, or any understanding to have tolerance. And I was like, oh, well, that's interesting. Let me look up what the dictionary says tolerance is. This is what I got. Tolerance, the ability or willingness to tolerate something. In particular, the existence of opinions or behaviors that one does not necessarily agree with. I thought, oh, okay, thanks. So I went to a well-known healing center on Saturday. They're having an open house. A little bit of a zoo up in there. But I went with the intention of, let me just glide through here, see who's doing what modalities. People were scrambling to write their name in on everything that was, free, right? And so on. And then I came across a room and they were having hourly presentations. And the next one coming up was going to be an activated sound healing. So I thought, let me just go bathe in that for a little bit. So I waited, I went in, and the young girl presenting was just talk, movement, talk. And her mom was sitting behind me and she was trying to reach out and prove to her mom, look at me, this is what I do, kind of thing. And so she was going to put on some music, and then another girl was going to do some light language, which is really toning of energy through the heart. And she was going to match that up with whatever instruments were going to be played and what music was going to be in the background. So basically this one girl grabbed a drum and she beat the drum, walked around, talk. Now talk is sound, right? I get that. But when you're being asked to tune in to the sounds, you're taking yourself down into, some kind of theta, I'm hoping, and getting into that. And so other sounds need to come up here and just sort of be not available for you to hear, like the sound of people outside the door, other things, because you're really tuning into the body. But she just wouldn't stop talking. And so instead of me becoming intolerant and not being able to relax, I just would say to myself, focus in, be blessed with that this young person is in tune and she's doing her very best to share, but she's really not in tune to the energies, because if she was in tune to the energies, she would stop talking and let people hear the sounds that have been created and the tones of this other beautiful young woman. And so then I had to keep going back to, let's just be in a place where we appreciate every sound, whether it was annoying or not. That's where I was. Another situation that presented was the energies are changing and everyone's up and down with it. But people call me all the time. Why? Because I freely tell what's going on in the universe energetically and how it may apply to them. So it's really, they're getting sessions from me just by calling. And some people will call me on the regular, and I've just learned to just be quiet with it, not to volunteer information. Where the tolerance comes up in is my inability to deal with people who just aren't flipping their channel. They aren't working their dial. They have all the tools. They've been taught. They know it. But they still want to stay in what's happening to me and woes me. And even if they're not talking, the tone of their voice is, oh, I'm so low today. I have to do this and deal with that. And I'm just really learning with that, gotta go now, to just being fully presence fully present in the presence of learning to tolerate. Yeah. Because my little personality wants to go, okay, bye-bye, or gotta go now, or y'all need to just move out of my way. So again, we don't have to have compassion, understanding, empathy, sympathy for what the person's going through to have tolerance. So this may be something that's coming up for you. So instead of getting real edgy and wanting to back or whatever, just put yourself in the place of, obviously this is hitting some chords that some of them are very uncomfortable. What is it that I need to learn in this lesson in order to have some tolerance? Requires patience and getting to know thyself. And then the limitations of this can expand a little bit. Each time you go into, I'm just going to sit with what's uncomfortable for me. And so that's coming up right now. That is just coming up. And another example that came up is my chair. The bolts keep coming out of my chair. And I had to go borrow a... And this morning I had to tip it upside down and get this thing going to open and close. And then when I get it there, then I would open it when I meant to close it. And then I felt like I was getting tire tracks on my thumb. Then I couldn't angle it. And so I kept having to just put the chair down and go, take a breath, try again. Take a breath, try again. Take a breath, try again. And eventually I got it without any cutting of myself or breaking a nail, for God's sake. But I did get it to work. So while we've got energies moving out, invisible obstacle courses that aren't being seen, that are cleared out right now, a lot of us are living on old programs, as well as those who are not so in our highest good, that are trying to put out anything they can to distract you through frequencies, through inner fighting, politically, religiously, war-wise, other countries, states, politics, whatever it is. People are just trying to be heard and seen and go out with a big bang, maybe, who knows. But while all of that's happening, you don't have control on it. You can just feel that it's affecting you. So find your dial and be able to adjust the tolerance of it until you can expand your abilities in the tolerance department. It'll allow your nervous system to now get in sync with whatever else is going on, to take you into a place of just being present. And then tomorrow, maybe you'll just have a little bit more tolerance and a little bit more tolerance. And then you can pick and choose where you place yourself. Again, go back and listen to my videos about your accounts, mentally, physically, etherically, spiritually, emotionally, so on. How are your accounts for the day? And then how do you adjust them all day so nothing gets too depleted and you can still stay in the higher heart and not be exhausted at the end of the day or frustrated or want a lot of redos. Yeah. So stay in that present moment, work on the tolerance, the patience, keep yourself into, doesn't matter what your opinions are or your judgments are, keep them here in the tolerance waves and then learn to play there. All right? And if you want some sessions with me, embodimentofthesoul.com. Happy to see you there. Please like, subscribe, please share and comment. I love them all. It helps with the algorithms. And I will see you on the next video.